One of the great aspects of the festival is all the wonderful arts and crafts booths, and there you saw some of those great pinwheels and some pottery and so forth. So you can still come on down. It's still very early. We go until 5 today. In fact, we're live here on MCTV till at least 5 p.m. So if you can't come down and check out the festival, you can continue watching and get a flavor of it, like we are right here in downtown Millbrae. And we are very pleased to be joined in the booth here by Mr. Joe Teresi, who is a member of the planning committee for the Relay for Life. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, tell us about the Relay for Life.
Well, the Relay for Life is a nationwide event, but it's held here in Millbrae every year during the month of July, usually the third week, and it is a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. And this past year was our 5th annual event here in Millbrae. And over the course of those 5 years, we've raised about $250,000 for the American Cancer Society. So we're very proud of the response from the members of the Millbrae community in supporting this event.
So, you know, you say this is the 5th annual. How did this get started? Were you involved in getting this whole thing going, or did you kind of climb on board recently?
Well, I have been involved from the start. I didn't start it, but I was involved the first year, so I have been involved all 5 years, and it's something that I look forward to every year. And
how did it going? Do you get started? Do you remember kind of the nuts and bolts of how Millbrae got involved?
Well, I think actually the Cancer Society has a staff member, and they were kind of probing around looking for someone who would get this started here in Millbrae, and they approached Council Member Marge Colapietro, and she was actually kind of the one that spearheaded it, and then she formed a group of folks like me that helped her out, and we got things started.
So if people want to get involved, what can they do? How do they get involved?
Well, we'll always welcome new members on the committee itself. We start about the first of the year in the planning event, and in planning the event for the next summer. You can be a member of a team, and it's a 24-hour event where we meet at Central Park, and the purpose of the event is to celebrate survivors of cancer, remember victims of cancer, and fight back at trying to beat cancer. So you can be a member of a team, or if you'd like to make a financial contribution towards another team member, it's really all about money in the end, I guess.
Yeah, very important subject that's near and dear to my heart. I lost a brother over a year and a half ago to cancer, and so a lot of people are affected by this dreadful disease, and it's thanks to you and so many other people that are fighting for such a great cause. And we definitely encourage the community members of Millbrae and beyond to get involved. So let's say they want to make a monetary donation and they want to come to Central Park, and what can they expect to be doing throughout the day?
Well, the idea of it is that it's a 24-hour event, and we form a track, and ideally we have people walking around the track constantly for 24 hours, day and night, remembering those that we've lost and celebrating those that have survived. And so that's how it works, I guess.
Right, so they just continue walking. So when you talk about $250,000 raised, is the bulk of that come in recent years? Did we start out low? And I mean, how much has it been growing?
Well, it hasn't been growing that much. It's been pretty constant. It's about 50,000, and every year we raise our goal, but we always end up around 50,000. But hey, that's
right. Well, I think
a pretty good amount. We're very, very happy and proud of that.
Right. We're very fortunate once again to have great community leaders supporting this wonderful cause. Anything else you'd like to add, Joe, about Relay for Life or anything else?
Well, again, I'll just remind folks that it'll be again next year, and typically it's the 2nd or 3rd week of July. And people can start checking it out after the first of the year, and they would go to www.relayforlife.org/Millbrae CA for Millbrae, California.
Great, thanks. Have you had a chance to walk around yet here at the festival?
Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I saw you working around. Thanks for helping out around here as well.
Sure, yeah, it's fun.
All right, Joe Teresi, once again, a member of the planning committee for the Relay for Life. And we thank you so much for joining us, and we'll continue our MCTV coverage with a video clip from some of the art booths that are around the 44th annual Millbrae Art and Wine Festival. We'll be back in studio in just a little bit.
MCTV would like to thank the following for their generous support of this program. The City of Millbrae. Millbrae, a city in the sun. The Millbrae Chamber of Commerce, supporting local businesses and the Millbrae economy. MCTV would also like to thank the following underwriters: